The world still has the power to astonish us. Even in an age where we believe we have seen it all, nature finds ways to remind us of its grandeur and unpredictability. The world still has the power to astonish us. Sometimes it takes a rare alignment of circumstances for us to witness something truly extraordinary. Something that makes us pause, reflect, and feel a sense of awe that words can barely capture. The world still has the power to astonish us. And on certain days, that astonishment comes not from faraway lands or digital screens, but from our very own doorsteps. On a crisp, golden morning in Bihar, India, something truly remarkable unfolded. For the first time in living memory, the mighty Himalayas, and even the legendary Mount Everest, were visible from over 400 kilometers away. The air, usually thick with dust and pollution, had been swept clean, revealing a sight that had been hidden for generations. Residents of Jainagar and nearby villages stepped outside, their daily routines interrupted by the impossible sight of jagged white peaks on the horizon. The familiar landscape was transformed. The air, often heavy and opaque, was now crystal clear, as if an invisible curtain had been drawn back to reveal a secret world. People pointed, whispered, and stood in awe, their faces lit with wonder. They snapped photos and recorded videos, eager to capture the moment and share it with friends and family. The images and stories spread rapidly, carried not by news outlets, but by the excitement and pride of ordinary people. This was not a trick of the light, nor a fleeting illusion, but a genuine spectacle, a masterpiece painted by nature herself. The sight of Everest, so distant yet so clear, stirred something ancient and powerful within everyone who saw it. It was as if the mountains had reached out across the plains, forging a connection that transcended distance and time. In an age where screens show us the world, seeing such a marvel with one's own eyes is a different kind of magic. The mountains seemed to bridge an impossible distance, reminding everyone of the planet's grandeur. For a brief moment, technology took a back seat, and the raw beauty of the earth commanded everyone's attention. The news spread not through official channels, but through the joy and amazement of ordinary people. It was a day when the mountains came to Bihar, a moment of pure wonder that united the community in shared disbelief and joy. Conversations buzzed, children laughed, and elders reminisced about stories they'd heard but never believed they'd see. The appearance of Everest was more than just a beautiful view. It was a story of geography, weather, and the delicate balance of our atmosphere. It was a reminder of how interconnected our world is, and how even small changes in the environment can reveal hidden wonders. For the people of Bihar, it was a day they would never forget. A day when the impossible became real, and the giant of the north unveiled itself to the plains. To truly grasp the magnitude of this extraordinary event, we must first appreciate the sheer scale of what occurred. It wasn't just a simple case of seeing a distant mountain. It was a moment that defied expectations and challenged the limits of human perception. Consider the distance. Over 400 kilometers separated the plains of Bihar from the towering summit of Mount Everest. That's a stretch so vast, it's hard to comprehend without comparison. Imagine standing in Washington, D.C., and somehow being able to see the Statue of Liberty in New York. The idea seems almost impossible. Yet that's the kind of distance we're talking about here. The Earth's curvature should, by all logic, hide Everest from view at such a distance. But the mountain's immense height, rising nearly 9 kilometers above sea level, allows its peak to just barely crest above the horizon, defying what our eyes expect. Normally, this breathtaking view is blocked by thick layers of dust, pollution, and water vapor that hang over the land, especially in the densely populated plains of northern India. For such a sight to be possible, the air must be as clear as flawless glass, utterly free of haze, smog, or moisture. Only then can the distant peaks pierce through the atmosphere and reveal themselves. Seeing Everest from Bihar isn't just about the distance, it's about looking through an enormous volume of atmosphere, each layer usually distorting and obscuring the view. This kind of rare clarity is almost unheard of in the modern era, when pollution and humidity are constant companions in the air. The event was a paradox, a visual confirmation of something science says should be impossible under normal conditions. It was as if nature itself had decided to bend the rules for a brief moment, It challenges our sense of what's possible, reminding us that the world still holds surprises that can leave us speechless. The view was a fleeting alignment of geography, elevation, and atmospheric purity, a perfect storm of natural variables coming together in harmony. Nature aligned all the right variables to create a moment of pure magic, a spectacle that seemed to exist outside the boundaries of everyday reality. For those who witnessed it, the memory will last a lifetime. It was an unforgettable experience, a reminder that sometimes the world can still astonish us in ways we never imagined. In today's hyper-connected world, a local wonder can become a global sensation in mere moments. What once would have been a quiet local marvel now has the power to reach millions, crossing borders and cultures instantly. As villagers in Bihar gazed in disbelief at the distant Himalayas, they instinctively reached for their phones and cameras, eager to capture the breathtaking sight. These images, snapped from rooftops and open fields, became their way of sharing the moment with the world. Within hours, Everest from Bihar was trending across social media platforms. News outlets quickly picked up the story, amplifying the excitement and curiosity. The digital world buzzed with conversations, as people everywhere wanted to witness this rare event. The images, some grainy, some remarkably clear, offered a rare moment of collective joy and wonder. Families gathered around screens, marveling at the sight, and friends shared the photos, spreading happiness far beyond the village. What made this phenomenon even more special was that it was captured not by professional photographers, but by ordinary people. From rooftops and fields, villagers became storytellers, documenting a once-in-a-lifetime spectacle with whatever devices they had. One photo, in particular, went viral. A stunning image taken by a young woman named Ritu. Her picture showed the snowy peaks perfectly framed by the humble walls of her village home, creating a powerful contrast between the everyday and the extraordinary and inspiring countless others. The authenticity and raw emotion in these posts resonated with people worldwide. Comments poured in, filled with awe, gratitude, and a sense of connection to something bigger than themselves. As the story spread, people began sharing old legends about seeing the mountains from afar, while scientists appeared on news channels to explain the rare atmospheric clarity that made the sight possible. The event became a blend of folklore and science, sparking curiosity and conversation. The internet transformed into a global town square, uniting people from all walks of life in awe and curiosity. Online forums, chat groups, and social media feeds buzzed with excitement as everyone wanted to be part of this shared experience. The event became more than just a news story. It was a shared sense of wonder and pride. Villagers celebrated together, and families everywhere found joy in witnessing nature's unexpected gift. For a brief, magical moment, the world marveled together at the grandeur of nature. People from different countries and backgrounds were united by a single, breathtaking view. The viral images allowed everyone, no matter where they were, to participate in Bihar's miracle. It was a reminder of how beauty and wonder can connect us all, even across great distances. How did this miracle happen? It was a rare convergence of meteorological factors. Heavy rainfall had recently swept across northern India, washing away pollutants and dust. The air was left pristine, with low humidity and stable atmospheric conditions. This rare clarity allowed light from Everest to travel hundreds of kilometers with minimal distortion. Atmospheric refraction, light bending through layers of air, helped lift the mountain's image above the horizon. All these factors combined to unveil the Himalayas, a scientific symphony conducted by nature. The sight was not magic, but the science behind it was just as wondrous. The excitement was rooted in the event's extreme rarity. Most people in Bihar had never seen the Himalayas from their homes. Old stories of such sightings were often dismissed as myth. Today, pollution usually shrouds the landscape, making such views nearly impossible. Only a dramatic, temporary reduction in air pollution made this possible, a stark reminder of how air quality shapes our world. The event became a new legend, a fleeting glimpse into a world of pristine air and boundless horizons. For Bihar's people, seeing Everest was deeply emotional and spiritual. The Himalayas are sacred in Hindu culture, seen as the abode of the gods. Elders folded their hands in prayer, families gathered on rooftops, and children were spellbound. The mountains, once distant and abstract, became real and immediate. This shared experience united communities, transcending social and economic divides. It reawakened a connection to ancient stories and the land itself. The sight of Everest reinforced a sense of pride and belonging to a larger cultural tapestry. It was a moment of celebration, identity, and wonder. The mountains reminded everyone that their homeland sits in the shadow of greatness, even if that shadow is usually invisible. The most powerful lesson from this event is environmental. The sudden appearance of Everest was caused by one thing: clean air. For a brief moment, the atmosphere returned to a purity not seen in generations. The view was a stunning visualization of what our world could look like with less pollution. It's a wake-up call, a reminder of the beauty and wonder we're missing behind the haze. Nature has the power to heal, if we give it a chance. The message is clear. The world's wonders are still there, waiting to be seen. This fleeting spectacle should inspire us to protect our air and cherish our planet. Like all dreams, this one was fleeting. Meteorologists predicted the clear view would soon vanish as haze returned. Tourists flocked to Jainagar, hoping to glimpse the peaks before they disappeared. The event brought economic hope and a renewed connection to nature's grandeur. As the view faded, the story and inspiration remained. The photographs became cherished reminders of what's possible. Let this moment inspire us to protect our planet, so such miracles aren't so rare. Let's cherish these fleeting moments and strive to make